Hello, all you ruggedly handsome and or naturally beautiful alpinists. Anyone who likes bad hair and wants to learn how to do federal agency forestry work. Specifically, this contract is a trails work that we're going to be doing in the next couple episodes. So before I begin, please let me encourage you to stop the video and Google any terms or words you don't understand. I will probably ramble quickly and use a lot of terms you may not be familiar with. So if you have questions, you can just question down in the comments section and I'll get back to you. I will do my best to keep it simple and explain everything. Also, this video is from the actual contract we completed, and I welcome all questions and comments. I know there's a couple other federal contractors that watch this video, that watch this channel, and yeah, feel free to call me on my BS if you want. So how do you begin the process of getting trails work and or landing any federal contract? Really, it's the same process for any discipline of work you do or widget you provide, service you provide. Have to have a state registered business. You have to have good references. You have to get registered in sam.gov. Follow their instructions. It's a process, but yeah, that's just follow their
commentary. Well, we're flying through this. We got the groove now.
Big words.
We're probably a whole 3/4 of a mile.
The next thing you do is the insurances, licenses, certifications, industry certifications, product, whatever you're providing for the service or whatever you're going to sell to the government. And then you need to compile that into what's called a capability statement. It's just a piece of paper that says, hey, here's who we are, what we do. So once you got your capability statement, then you are ready to go after a contract. So you set up a search in SAM for your NAICS code. And also I would encourage you to search for anything within a, geographical area that you can provide, because a lot of times things will get advertised due to the NAICS code. So and check SAM every day, set up your searches, and yeah, start looking at projects. Once you find the project you want, read through the solicitation in entirety 2 times, and after that you will know how to put your quote in to the government. You will be amused and probably angered at the government contracting process or processes to begin with. Every agency has their own procurement process. However, most of those boil down to 3 ways of offering your service or widget to the government. There is the RFQ, the RFP, and the IFB. The RFQ is a request for quote. RFP is request for proposal, and the IFB is invitation for bid. So the main differences in those 3 is RFQ is give us your price, and we'll take a look at it, give us these other 3 things. And then an IFB is lowest price, doesn't matter what. And then RFP is, yeah, it's a proposal, so it's usually a 40 to 80 page on the stuff I bid, is 40 to 80 page proposal you got to write. So of all the differences in agencies and the way they procure, the biggest difference is their culture. Stick with the agencies that are of your culture. The other agencies will literally hate you. Look at that bad boy right there. It's weird how you have to try and make yourself eat. You have to make yourself eat and stop and drink. If you wait until you're hungry or you wait until you're thirsty, you are screwed. It's a lot like that when you're climbing a mountain too. You have to make yourself drink and eat, and it's the last thing you want to do. Like, food just doesn't. This always sounds good, but actually, that's not true right now. I don't want to eat this, but I have to. Oh, okay.
Shit. Well, whatever. I'll eat it. You guys can have that. And then you have to make yourself get up and go back to work. That's like the hardest thing. Whew, buddy. Want my saw to start up. Just being temperamental. Boy, the ants are busy. The ant people. Well, I only got 3 more weeks to this, hopefully, so 4 more weeks. Get 4 miles a day, 2 miles a day, 4 miles a day effective. So 2 new miles a day, but 4 miles a day effectively, because as we come back through, well, like what I'm doing right now, getting the trees that are over, not in spec. So Reed's brushing today, and I'm pulling up the rear saw, and it is a bunch of work, but it's good for you. And what else would I be doing? Yeah, I'd be in the mountains anyways, so might as well be making money. Trying.
Okay, I provide 3 things for the government in all 50 states and Puerto Rico. Well, in 49 states. I provide construction, facilities, services, and forestry, which technically falls under the service category, but it's separate for my purposes, for my company. Normally, you would want to start with a single discipline and go from there into other types of work, but I didn't know what I didn't know when I first started. So yeah, not very smart per my usual operation. I do small project delivery construction. I have a GSA schedules contract for BMO, which is building maintenance and operations, facility services, and forestry, which I will explain in a minute, the GSA contract. And I also get business by going after set-aside contracts that are based on my small business set-asides. Those are like, small business set-asides are like handicap parking stickers that you apply for, which if you get, you can bid on jobs that others cannot, sort of. And the more set-asides you have, the better chance you have at getting a job, because the contracting officer or CO has boxes to check, and if he or she can check a lot of those boxes with one contract or acquisition, it is way less work and more efficient for them. So your chances go up, sort of. It's a double-edged sword, because COs that know the process know the set-aside contractor probably has been put through the ringer already and won't be a pushover. So they will elect to go with a new or young company they can bully. Sell your company and its services. Do not market your set-asides. They are superfluous. Okay, the GSA schedules contract. It is a 30-year option contract. Basically, it's like being in the Costco catalog for the government, even though they only use it for certain things, and only about 10% of the contracting officers even know they have a catalog. You also have to pay extra fees for the procurement using the GSA schedule. I will never make back the money, probably, that I have spent over the years on managing just the management of the GSA schedules contract. It's a lot of documenting, auditing, and other government oversight. And that's before you even get a job. When you see a tree company lined up on the side of the road with 10 trucks, that is probably GSA schedule contract work. Mostly products, but some good facility services contracts are always through GSA. I'm not that federal contractor that got wealthy working for the government. I made what little means I have by building, selling, and investing in other startup companies, crypto and trading stocks, and other avenues. I do federal contracting because being happy is boring, and somehow in my little brain, I am getting back at the government for taking my taxes, which is beyond delusional. But quite honestly, I wouldn't care if I got another federal contract. It is criminal at times how the government treats contractors. And guess what? There is no one to call or email to get help or go above someone's head. You have to hire an attorney and pursue it that way if it is worth it. By the time you get the meeting, you have spent so much time on these people that the money is long gone, and you just need to move on to save yourself. They know that, and they count on that. They threaten and delegate under the federal acquisition regulations that they don't themselves even follow. They keep you in the red tape circle until you tap out. They outright lie, deceive, and steal from you. Welcome to federal contracting. She's another brisk morning. You know, when you're at home and you just wake up and you want to go use their facilities and jump in a nice warm shower? Well, this is how we do that here. We just boil some water and that's my shower for the morning. Gotta get moving to get warm. It's gonna be a beautiful day though. Look at that sky. You can't really see it, but it's gorgeous. It's a cold day. It's so cold.
Oh. All right there, Cam. Well, good. Now there's video evidence of how much of a dumb shit I am. Look at that guy. So I look up. What?
Yeah. You're probably all right. Just trimmer. I think 4 6
The SOP on rock in the trail.
4 inches.
4 inches wide or 4 inches above ground?
Yeah, 4 inch, whatever.
Okay.
Oh yeah, above ground. Yeah, just loose rock is the only thing we're clearing.
All right.
So
anything I know I can move.
Yeah, and you know, we're not landscaping or raking. Remember, we got to walk this again, so we can kick a lot of those out with our feet. So
okay.
When we get to water bars, you know, there's 2 logs and there's a bunch of rock where a drain comes through. If there's dirt in those, pull the rock out, clean the dirt out, put the rock back in.
Okay.
I have one rule I have followed in business for the last 24 years, and I broke it this year when bidding to the government on this trails contract. No doubt it was my ego to blame. 23 bidding season was pretty slow, so 24 construction season was slow, didn't have much work on the books, and so I just wanted some forestry work for the fall, and this one popped up in my backyard, and I was like, I'm on it. So my rule, the only rule that you ever need to follow, and I mean every damn time, regardless of what your ego is telling you, is this: you don't need this contract. Quote a number that is so good you can't afford to not sign the contract. That has been my rule since day one in working with the feds. No fear mindset. Money is everywhere. It is like oxygen. Lots of ways to get oxygen if you need it. That doesn't mean throw stupid and fat numbers at everything. It means you know industry standard for government work. You know the acquisition threshold. You've been following the project. It also means you have inside info and will be able to buy down your subcontractors or switch to self-performance after you sign the contract. Having said all that, there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dude, that is as much work as f***ing working the trail all day.
For real.
That rock shit is just out of this world.
Dude, I got pinned between two rocks where you did in the creek.
Yeah?
I ended up having to get off, move my back tire out of the pin she was in, and then...
2 or 3 times I'd walk through the creek.
Are we working tomorrow? Because we need that if we're working. It's a workout, man.
It is a workout.
Let's finish her out.
Let's tear it up. Well, let's not tear it up. Let's just tool down the trail. Look who showed up at camp. Look who's here, my buddy. Oh, my buddy Gus.
Safety officer.
Safety officer.
Yep.
Luke's lovely wife, Ashlyn, and my niece. She's making us some Dutch oven yummy. Super stuff. But my buddy's here. He's up. Ride the bike over to the creek and take a little bath. There's me. So okay, not sure how we look, but it doesn't really matter at this point, I guess, in my life in general. Time to get out of here. Nice little bath. Man, look at all the fish in there. There's a couple nice ones in there. When I came over this rock and looked down in there, there was a 12-incher laying in there. It's not a lot of water for a 12-incher. Okay, we gotta climb up this rock here. Going down the other side. Actually, we don't. We can just go right here. I don't know if I can make that.
Having said all that, you can make a good living providing for the government. You just have to have an inherent love of being frustrated and bullied. But they will pay in the end. They can't not take care of their buildings or build new ones or stop providing for all the taxpayers. The show must go on. If you have any questions, please do so in the comments. I am a free resource. You don't need to pay a consultant. I already did that, and it was a waste of money. In the next episode, I'll get into the logistics and overhead of completing forestry work and dive into the strategy of project management, blah, 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 of trails. Thank you for watching. Have a great week. If you're lucky enough to have a job where you get to be in a full sweat by the time you get to work, you got a good life. 1 hour, 10-minute ride. Look at my pants, they're all wet from sweat. So you should consider yourself pretty darn lucky if that's your day. Luke and I are gonna get set up and get started.